Guy has just got bucket loads of aviation experience on hundreds of different types of aircraft, fixed and rotary, starting off with a little bow and a little nod to his chums there, oncoming that well-known popular baby oil smoke there. Please welcome Otto and Brendan O'Brien's Flying Circus. This aircraft you see, a Schweizer 300 from a family of light utility helicopters, originally developed out of the Sikorsky S300, then became owned by Hughes Helicopters, nominated as the Hughes 300, later development of the 269, and then manufactured by Schweizer Aircraft. Been in production for almost 50 years. Got a single three-bladed main rotor, and you can see he's still got a few fireworks left from last night as well. Last night we saw this in the dark with his neon lights on the side and around 2,000 different detonations of fireworks on board, and just showing it's looking fantastic against the sky there today. Piston-powered engine, and it is very much used as a cost-effective platform, generally for training and for agricultural pursuits, such as spraying fields. Powered by a Lycoming 190 horsepower engine, slightly larger diameter main rotor, giving it a slightly better performance than the previous 269 model. First introduced in 1964, would you believe, and well over 2,500 of these aircraft have been made. Became famous very much for its unique and versatile airshow acts around the world, but was a legend in the North American airshow industry in the hands of Roger Buis. So in the hands of a guy called Roger Buis, he was the man who entertained airshow fans all over the US, the UAE, Mexico, Canada and Australia. Now based in UK, in the hands here of this unique pilot, continuing the legacy of displaying this aircraft, which set across Europe in this extraordinary manoeuvrability, a really lightweight little aircraft. Not just for daytime use here, and what we call a sideways transition at quite some speed as well. Called the Mickey Mouse of the airshow circuits, Otto's 20 minutes highly choreographed and solo routine includes lots of what we call helibatics, backwards flight, and in many ways a tribute to extraordinary as the flying, Brendan himself also got a fascinating background. His own personal history goes back to the Huguenots of the 17th century. He was brought up in London, a bit of a wild child, I would describe him as, but also a great twitcher, fascinated by birds and flying, I think, in his blood from a very early age. Drawn into aviation, and now 40 years after he first began, holding well over 13,000 hours on over 300 plus types of aircraft. Got a tremendous pedigree, as you can imagine. He holds in excess of 200 aviation world records, all ratified by the aviation authorities in Paris, and he's also a CA display authorizer and examiner, test pilot and medalist of the Royal Aero Club, flown on every continent in the world, including Antarctica. Well known, some of you may remember, as well as a professional airshow commentator. He had his own TV show for Discovery Wings many years ago, which was transmitted around the globe, but he's also a civil and military parachutist, taken part in several international paramilitary expeditions, including the famous Trans-America's crossing of the infamous Darien Gap. He took his first loop in a glider. He developed a fascination for all things aerobatic and became this very much a driving force for him. Never attracted by airline flying, but he did do some single crew commercial stuff. Flown a lot of vintage aircraft, and also once flying the DH Twin Otter down in Antarctica. Very much fulfilling his naturalistic interests all at the same time.